Rowan wants to go to Gidgie's on Friday.
Don't you
His
have singing
graduation.
for Friday?
Should
Don't you have singing?
No.
I was just going to make egg tie Friday.
That's what.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything on Friday.
No.
Rowan wants to do a graduation dinner in Gidgie's on Friday.
Nice.
So I'll go to that. Bloody hell. Gidgie's is 40 months now.
Fuck, is that?
Yeah.
Evening, Isaac. How we doing? Right, time for race review, and not one that I'm looking forward to. It is a shit race, put it bluntly. But that happens from time to time, so. Right, I'll load this game up, get the replay running. While we're doing that, just looking where we are at the calendar at the moment. So tonight was Monday night was Zandvoort, 90 minutes. We've got Laguna Seca, which is a 60-minute sprint race next week, and then the final race will be Watkins Glen with 2 hours. So not looking forward to that because I don't like the track and it's 2 hours. So it's a double shit fest for that one for me. Current points. Have a look at this. Can't actually read that. Actually, I've got to get it open up here. It's a bit small. I know Lucas is up front quite easily at the moment. He's got a good lead. Here we go. Leaderboard 1. Yep. So Brent, Lucas. What's that? About 500 points clear now. 510 points clear. Webley in second. Shane in third, Nick Firth in fourth, Tony Spence in fifth, Pete Dawson sixth, Matt Clark seventh, myself in eighth, George Goddard ninth, Costas 10th, Gunter 11, Lee Perkins 12th, Werner, and then Joseph, Nath Hendo, Elvis, Daniel Kim, Louis, and Ben round out the top 19. And then go to page 2. We have Edward Fakuri in 20th, Jonathan Warren in 21st, Ken, then Maddie. Maddie's had good results but has missed most of the season. She had injuries. Adrian 24th, and then Nathan Bewley, Matt Dayton, Maverick, Ben Collins, Isaac Ichikawa. Big shout out to the men watching. Ashton Hughes, Mark Turbot, Will Dixon, Harrison Bella, Chris McConnell, newcomer. Phil Davidson, Ben Grobel, Jacob Wadsworth, and Mitch Haas, and that is our current standings for the season. So we'll get this replay loaded up. Zandvoort. I don't think I got the whole race. I saved it midway, but oh, yep, okay, I did. Good, okay. I didn't get the start of it. Oh, I see. Let's try that again then. Right, I didn't get the start, so what I'll do is I'll load up the, did I? No. No, bugger. I'll load up the highlights and we'll have a look through that first, and then we'll catch the race from about 9 minutes in. or 9 laps in. So, our grid, just a quick flyover. So on pole with Lucas Keys, the Nissan. Second place Maverick in the Nissan. Third place Shane Faraday in the Mustang. Fourth was Brandon Webley in the Mustang. Then we had, was it Tony Spence in fifth in the McLaren. Nick Firth in his Ferrari. Firth his fish fingers. Hendo the Bentley in seventh. Pete Dawson eighth Bentley. Matt Clark and Beamer 9th, me in 10th, 11th Gunther, 12th was Nathan Bewley, 13th Edward Fakuri, 14th was Isaac Chikawa, 15th George Goddard, 16th Chris McConnell, 17th Jonathan Warren, 18th Lee Perkins, and 19th Ken Worcester. So diminished grid for this one. Probably because we're getting to the end of the season, and plus the rain wouldn't help, I imagine. But for next season, just an idea would be cool to have a Pro-Am standing and Pro-Am standings to see the Pro. Yeah. So if we have a look at the oh, I didn't go to live either. So the red numbers. So Ben Lay at the moment is our top Pro-Am. Well, there's actually no Pro-Am class. Yeah, there's Pro and Amateur. So Pros are white, Amateurs are red, and the ones who are silver are not classified. A Pro-Am is when you have a team that's made up of Pro and Amateur. So Ben Lee is leading. Is he? Or is he? Oh no, George is. Sorry, George Goddard. There's another red up there. And then Lee Perkins. There's a few of them. Joe Mahoney, Craig McConnell. Oh no, they are Pro-Am. I'm not sure what Gunter's done there, but yeah, I mean, we did kind of have that last year, last season I think, and yeah, it's still kind of running. We do like a separate, in one on the website we have like a podium for the Pro and a second podium. Alright. Start live. Here we go. Actually, that view I had might be good for the start because it'll just be anchored there, I think, and I can just sort of follow through. It's not going to let me do it anyway. Okay, here we go. All formed up. So this is a highlight reel because didn't get the start of the replay the first 9 laps. Alright, so out of the box, whoops. Guys at the front got away pretty clean. No contact at the back, looking pretty good. So Lucas Mav. Oh, and that's right, Firthy went wide there. Bit of a hero to zero moment. Oh, he was lucky. Who was that Porsche then? Was that you, Isaac? Just snuck through. Might have been Nathan. No, it was Bewley. Damn, that was close.
So we said 2 degrees storms.
Bit of a wiggle then from Tony Spence. And tight at the back here too. Okay, this is Hendo looking to make a pass on Matt Clark. Well, look at it. A little bit of warping.
If they've got it here in stock.
Oh, yep, can't quite get it done. So I think I've already had my penalty by this stage. Here's Hendo again, just gets enough overlap. thought about it. I think his internet has been a little bit patchy at times, so tonight looked like there was maybe a little bit of that going on. On Monday night, I mean. We need this corner bank like the track is now. I reckon it'd be a lot. Just open up a few more lines. That's where this looks like this is going to be most of the action, I think, of this pack here. So Clarkie, Hendo, and Bewley. Wiggle out of that last corner from Clark. He seems to struggle out of there, and Hendo just pops it in. He's just gone defensive straight away. Hendo trying to go around the outside, couldn't get it done. Right, Shane and Gunter, by the look, probably coming to put a nice full position. The two Mustangs. Overtake. Oh, I hate Gunter let him through. So Gunter, I think, had a bit of damage, and that car wasn't happy. That would have been lap 25, I think, by the look of it. That's what I'll do. I'll just kill that replay. I'll load the other one up. And take on from lap 9 onwards. Okay, so Mav and Lucas still going for it at that point. I think Mav was in the lead for quite a while there. Two Nissans just walking away. Webley, oh here we go, Hendo, Webley, Spence. So Spence at the front, Hendo and behind him in the Bentley, and then that's Webley there. And then also you got Pete Dawson just sort of sitting behind them as well. Bendo Bentley likes to wriggle a bit on the brakes. Probably got a lot of rear brake bias by the look of it. Ooh, that's tight. Hendo's view. He's got a face full of McLaren and a mirror full of Mustang. So the visibility when you're actually racing was worse than that. It was a lot worse. Oh. What car? I'm not sure yet actually. Haven't really thought about it. All I'm thinking about is having a break after this season. So I have no idea, man. I'm liking McLaren. McLaren sort of suits my driving style. But yeah, I'm still undecided. Okay, so these two boys still out in front. Shane third. He's not far behind him actually. This is after what, 10 laps, and then this pack's still going at it back here. Don't know. What are you going to run, Isaac? What do you got in mind? Or Webley underneath. See if you can make it stick here. Nah, Hendo covers. You saw that coming. Those Mustangs are quite scary under brakes though when they're behind you because they're big, but they can brake later than you can. So that McLaren looks like just on edge. Are you going to go Aston? See what, if you go Aston, Hendo's got some great setups for that thing. He'll be stoked. decent medal this. Just don't want to miss it if there's a bit of an overlap. I think Bewley was on the back of Clark here. Matt Clark got a little bit of a gap, and I think I was catching up to Lee Perkins. All damaged and broken. There's Gunter. This is where the action was. Lambo. Oh, yep, okay. Lambo's difficult to drive, from what I hear. Can be quick. Just depends on the updates and what happens. Although there's a few new games coming out soon. So ACC Evo, and also I think LMU, Le Mans Ultimate, getting updates. Rensport should be doing something soon as well, but. Yeah, I think ACC Evo will be the one to watch for us, but who knows? I need to turn my graphics up a little bit. Let's give it that rain mist looks a bit. Average. Is there much like the Porsche? Can be quick, difficult to drive. Yeah, lots of new games. Yeah. Guys have had good runs in the Lambo. It sounds good. It's got a real good sound to it. Audi's another car too. It's similar to the Honda, I guess. If you can handle it, it's really quick. But it does have a tendency to kill you really easily. Which is not a good trait for any car to have. Oh, Hendo goes wide. Are they coming up to the lap us? Is it us just ahead of them? Oh no. Oh, that was just ahead. Well, it's Shane. Oh, I see he's lapping Ken. I see. See what Pete Dawson's view was like with all that mist in front of him. He's a good peddler, Pete. He does really well. Man, these boys just so even, no one can get through. I'm sure Webley's probably a little bit quicker, but making a pass stick here is can be difficult. And they're all doing a pretty good job keeping it on track at the moment. So, ooh, yeah. So that's Hendo's internet would have just watched off a little bit then. We're not pit stop anywhere near pit stop stage yet, so it's lap 13 of 54, so it should be around sort of lap 28, 29 I imagine. Although I don't know if this won't be mine. Who we watching? Hendo. Yeah, it looks like he went lap 23, so he went a bit early. Just probably get a jump. There's Ken Worcester just getting out of the way. Be a wise move. Yep. Well, it's all just probability. So Gunter puts the close probability to how it was on the date when they well, I don't know, he's got a formula he does, but he matches some particular date. But there's always a probability of rain. It's just not always high, but it's probably good to have some wet. Maybe probably do a wet series actually. Or a fun evening now that once the season's finished, we used to do Monday Night Madness where we'd just roll the dice and see what track come up. We could do that and just all wet tracks. Maybe GT4 cars or something like that, you know, it's who knows. But yeah, it's good to race in the wet, get a bit of practice in. It's different. It's funny, I loved it when I was racing karts, racing the wet, but in the game, not so much. Oh, Widley. Just got pinned by Hendo got pinned by Wibbly there. Just couldn't pull it up. And Bewley's still trying to get Matt Clark. Actually, yeah, that probably should have been pretty decent in the wet. It's a good little car. Because the last couple of updates killed it. It was too quick when it came out, and yeah, they updated it and they nerfed it, took a bit of power away. Yeah, Man of Madness, awesome. We might bring that back again in the off season. Where it all started, just hanging out, talking crap, driving cars, away from all this seriousness. Right, so it's got a good little battle here. There is still Pete Dawson's now in the back of Webley. So Maverick's got keys now. I missed that. Okay, so let's. Just going to go back. So we're about lap 17, I think. Okay, I missed this. I'm going to see where he got past. May or may have not been a little bit of contact. Man, this one looks awesome. It's probably one of the best looking cars in the game, I reckon. But it's just such a handful to drive. Oh yep, easy overlap. Good pass. Funny, this is kind of what Mav has needed, is someone to sort of give him a bit of a hurry up. And Lucas came in and did more than that. But then Mav's been away and now he's back. And back at it again. Cool, so that was the pass. Right, just jump forward back again. Let's go lap 18. So Pete Dawson right on the back of Brandon Wibley now, and they're both on the tail of Tony Spence. So something's bound to happen here. I don't know if Wibley got a penalty for hitting the back of Pendo. I would imagine so, but and if so, would have got added to his end of race time. So Hendo's basically lost 1, 2, 3 positions, which is a 5-second penalty infringement. I think if it's over that, it's a 10-second, and there's another threshold as well. And then if it's first lap, it's more again. First corner, more again. Lee Perkins and Pinter Row. Look like they're at it. No. Fakuri. So Edward Fakuri and Lee Perkins. And then Gunter's just behind them. So it's the battle for 14th, 15, 13, 14, 15. But I still think the action's going to be here. Yeah, Hendo going for a late drive at the inside. Does he get it done? Oh, surely. Yep. But now Matt Clark's going to have the inside for this hairpin, so if he can stay on the outside here, which he can, hangs on to it. Can Hendo stay there? Can't quite.
Free frozen drink, Mum, and she wanted to ask what flavour I wanted.
Yeah, it's all good then. She finished work. Eh? Yeah.
Is she getting us dessert?
No, she's just getting a free frozen drink. Apparently they have free frozens.
From the Macca's app.
Oh, is it?
Yep, free Coke, frozen Coke or something.
I see.
So where were you, Isaac? You went far behind. 12th. So this battle's here. Oh, they're in that little hairpinny. Yep. Coming into that, and then George just coming out of S's, and you're just going through the S's. There's a little bit of a gap there. Man, Matt did a great job of defending. Guys, just going to get quicker and quicker every season, I reckon.
I used to have this in some other order.
Oh, who's at the top there? Pete
anymore.
Dawson?
I
Wedley?
don't know why.
Oh. Oh, Dawson gave him a little bit of touch,
I used to have this
and then waited for him, I think, by the look of it. Yep.
Yeah.
Just doing your own thing. You spun early on the oh, okay. Why? What did you do, Matt? Did you try and get some? Did the bits not play or something? Ah, stink. I don't know what's going on with that. I had a look the other day. I can't figure it out. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Get into Twitch. Refund you your bits, mate. Setting appeals, portal. Create a dashboard. Just bear with me, I've got to just remember where to do that. Create updates, notifications, whispers. Pop, pop, pop. Channel. Where the hell do I do that? Hey guys, how you going? Welcome in. Oh man, Mechi, I didn't do very well this one, mate. The car was bent and twisted, and yeah, I wasn't expecting the rain. Yeah, definitely. Wasn't happy. It took a lot of character to finish the race, I guess. Chat settings, here we go. Show mod icon, moderate actions. Chat appearance. Do you know where to find it, Matt? I'll give you your bits back. Donnie, come here, do you know how to refund bits that didn't work?
Hang on.
Manage calls, rate channel, edit stream, start version, sound alerts. Nope. I know I found it the other day, but I knew now. Okay, so let's see, Glad
Refund bits.
Gladiator. It's a fake product. Dykes and Kloggs. Okay. Hang on, I'll just pause this for a sec. Okay, so I don't know if you know much about Netherlands geography, but it's very, very low as far as sea level goes. And a lot of the country's actually under sea level, and they got these things called dikes, which are basically big, long bits of dirt like this to stop the sea coming in. So that's what a dike is, like these things, I guess. These are dikes. Clogs, you'll have to look it up. They're basically wooden shoes, hand-carved wooden shoes, and they're Dutch. So this race is in Netherlands, Holland, so that's why Dykes and Kloggs.
You can refund points, you can't refund bits.
Ah, okay. So you can't refund bits, you can refund points.
You can get refunds for bits under certain circumstances, but that's a Twitch support side, not you.
Right, okay. Sound alerts. Why would my sounds not be working?
If it also if it's through an extension like sound alerts, they could possibly contact the people who make the extension.
Maybe we have to add the extension in again?
I don't know.
Okay, so I think Matt probably would have played.
You just play it through that for free.
Yeah, and thanks to teach you something you didn't know. You're welcome, man. You would have played Shake Those Biddies. I take it, or it would have been something like that, or extension channel points. Good battle. It says still Hendo trying to track down, chase down Matt Clark there in the Beamer. Here we go. So this one it probably would have been. Is that what you wanted, Matt? Was it that one? I reckon it would have been. So, library animation scenes, insert settings. I'll look into that. I think pretty much I know what's going on there now, so I've got to re-add that into my browser. So Hendo's pitted. Where are we at? Back to the race. After the little geography lesson. So at the moment Mav's in first. Lucas in second. So whereabouts are they on track? So Mav's into the final two corners. Lucas out of the hairpin heading towards us. So Luke's had a bit of an off at some point, or he's just dropped off. I mean, Mav was flying. Third place is Shane, nice little power slide out there from the Mustang. And then Tony Spence just behind him, Pete Dawson just sort of dropping off a bit now. That's top five. Then six is Nate Bewley, Porsche, followed by Matt Clark. Wasn't he behind him? What happened there? Oh, no, it was Hendo, right. Okay, my mistake. Right, so lap later we got Matt Clark's in the pits. So Firthy slides up one to the 7th. Matty Clark's there. George, 9th. And then Isaac Ichikawa just putting a lap on Jonathan Warren, I think. Or then, unless Isaac's pitted, or one of them's pitted. But yeah, it looks like he's a lap down. And then we'll see where everything sort of shakes out after the pit stop. So think everyone's kind of bunched out there a bit there. The race took there's only I think 19 cars at the start, maybe. Yeah, 19 cars, so we lost one already. Which was Henderson by the look of it. Oh no, Henderson's still there. I lie. I'm not sure who left. We're having the old Gran Turismo coloured Motul Nissan GTR.
Something you've just been working on.
It's a cool livery. Lucas Keys in the very, very busy skin.
It's probably, it could have gone.
Kovacs Racing, and then Pete Dawson.
Could be stuck somewhere.
The Simblax logo on his car, one of our major sponsors, Simblax. Incidentally, at the end of this season, we are giving away, speaking of sponsors, a set of Sim Magic P1000. So one of the drivers is going to win that, and the only prerequisite they've got to have is they have to have completed 80% of the season to get that. And then at the end of every race, we have a Prezi card for all the drivers that have finished the race. They can only win it once during the season. That's just $50. That's thanks to Hendo and Crosscut Woodworks. So those are our sponsors for this this season, and of course myself, CrossyNZ, and Gunther, which is True to Life Racing Designs. So can't wait to see who's going to win the pedals. I'm still in the running. Tell you what, if my name comes out, I'll actually give away my set of Fanatec V3s with the rumble motors. But if I don't, I won't, because I'll need them. And I'll give those away just on stream. Anyway, right, so that's so we're looking at Pete here in third place, Bewley in fourth, Firthy. Firth always pits late, so him being up in fifth, he's probably around sort of maybe the 7, 8 or 9. I would say. What are the points looking like after Monday? Oh, that's good. We caught that on camera, Firthy. Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to expose you on that one. I'm not sure if we've got them sorted out yet. I'll just double check for you.
Might be in another stamp set.
No, they haven't quite been finalised yet.
Yeah, it might be stuck with something else, so thank you, no problem.
Season 7 news. Double check. Nope. But they would have been shaken up quite a bit, I imagine. Logitech. You know what? I've got 2 sets of G27s in the garage. Pedals, wheel, and shifter.
Calm down. You are safe. You don't have to shake.
But nah.
I looked up YT.
No, I've got a set of Fanatec V3s.
The other day.
And they have the rumble motors on them so like I said, if I happen, because I'm, you know, you're all the drivers who completed 80% of the season, plus if they happen to have been off and been a steward, that counts as a drive. So yeah, if so I think Elvis he's stewarded 2 rounds that he hasn't driven, so he's still been here, so that counts. But yeah, like I said, if my name gives out, then we're in the running with drivers, but I'll give away my set of these if that happens, but it probably won't. Someone else will get it. So either way, actually no, I don't know if I'll do that. I'll probably take my name out of it. Actually, I'd rather give the P1000s away. Plus, I don't know. Thinking about it, if yeah, rather just keep it all Fanatec, one brand. No, it's time to upgrade, do the whole lot in one. So he's Gunter into pit, so he's running in 8th. Firthy's now up to 5th. Pete Dawson might maybe Shane might be slotting in there too. After that, any penalties after this round? No, there's live stewarding. So unless we notice anything that wasn't called out, then there could be. We might look at something, but no, generally, live steward catches most of the people want already looked at. Otherwise, they wouldn't call their name out. Medium rain and single player to get idea of the setup for emergency. Yeah. Excuse me, I haven't caught up on sleep. So there, Pete's in. So Bewley's going to slide through. Firthy probably going to catch him as well. Although Firthy's got a pit yet as well. And then probably Isaac might even get past. So Pete, you can see still in the pits there, on the right, the white car. And Lucas Keys in the pits. So both these boys doing the same pit at once. Bit of this P1000 is better than Husinkfeld sprints. No, I don't know. I wouldn't know actually. Matt, that'd be a good question for you. You could probably answer that. Mr. Gladiator, he's our tech boffin. I do need to get a handbrake though for the rallies. Right, so Lucas comes out in 5th. So Isaac was running 4th at that point. Firthy in 3rd. Bewley in 2nd, and Maverick coming into pit now. So he'll easily clear and come out in 1st. And then Shane is probably pitted already. So I'd say Keys and Shane are, as they would be on track here, 2.2 seconds apart. You got one you don't use that you got from AliExpress. What, the Husinkfelds? Oh, the shifter you mean? Does it work though? Is it any good? All pedals at that price range would be similar in ways they feel just how much adjustability they have. I guess it's how much time you spend setting them up and dialing them in. Yeah, agreed. But yeah, the software could have as much to do with it as the actual hardware. I'd say if your hardware all gets to a similar kind of level, then the way the software interacts with it, then that could be the difference, and how easy it is to set up for you, or how much you want to be able to change the characteristics of them, or that sort of thing. Oh yeah, because I was looking at just getting a Jeep handbrake, because it doesn't have to be, handbrake's just on or off, isn't it really? You just use it for rally. And at the moment I've just got, so on the back of the wheel, just got this one here mapped as brake. That one still works as a clutch, and still got the shifters up top. So, but I have the right, that's my right hand, so I can handbrake and then shift with the left at the same time if I need to. But it'd be good to have a physical handbrake. Probably on the right hand side, mounted to the rig. Good old AliExpress. So is it just on or off, or is it as you pull it? Can you see the like the is it, how do you say, is it linear, or the more you pull it, does it give you more brake or not? Clark and George racing 4th position. Has a sensor on it, so it's not just on off. Maybe it could be wrong. Okay. What country are you in?
You get dead copyrighted, Mum.
Okay.
Get dead copyrighted.
You did what?
Copyrighted on the stream.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I meant like so like you know you have a like a paddle like that, so the clutch, like when you're iRacing, when the more you pull it. Oh, is it Tony Spence? Would be, that makes sense. Because you're number 420, and yeah, right. Cool, gotcha. I might catch up with you later, Tony. Maybe. Be keen to give it a go. But just wondering, you know, like say when you pull that, the harder you pull it, the more effect it gives you, like a throttle or a brake. Just wondering if it does that. But yeah, have been looking at them. Yeah, sweet. I'll be keen to give it a go. Cool, man. That would be awesome. What do we got here? So, Firthy, as I told you, he always pits late, is in the lead now. So, giving his Firthy's Fish Finger sponsor a good bit of coverage. And who's that on the back of him? Ooh, that's George. Trying to unlap himself, I think. So Firthy's tyres are just about on their last legs, and George just pitted on fresh tyres, so but definitely out of phase there. Here's Tony here. Up in the fifth, then you still got Firthy just to drop out of there, so running real time in fourth once the pit stops shake out. Beauty. Oh, that was me. All beaten up, and somehow got back to 14th, but then I just I spun and just hit the wall, had to pit again, and I think I sat in the pits for a good amount of time contemplating life, and then decided I better go out and finish the race. So I went out and finished the race. Because I thought, you know, we've got like 38 entries or something, so to finish even 17th is still good points. So, but you got to cross the line under your own power, unless you have like something. I think it's a rule. So like an internet dropout's more like a mechanical failure, or happens in the real world.
Sadie, should we go to bed?
Yeah, I noticed Lee's car had
Bedtime.
masses of understeer.
Come on, bedtime.
Like those wheels were just like fully turned, and the thing was just whooshing like you wouldn't believe. I wonder if it's going to show it here.
Oh my god, just come in.
Yeah, it's understeering massively mid-corner.
Come on, push it.
Entries at the start of the season. Well, we've got a point system, so I mean, if you don't race, you get nothing, obviously. But so everyone here, 1st to 17th, got points if they finish. So, but you know, the more cars there are, the further down you get less and less, obviously. But because there's only 17 people, those points they're still the top 17 available positions points wise. So bad understeer. Yeah. Because man, when I was following you, was it you? No, it wasn't you. It was George. I think it's George I was following. It's understeer real bad. You did well. Was that the setup I sent you like early in the week? So I'm pretty sure that was a go setup, which is normally they're not understeery. Although you probably spent the week dialing it in anyway. Right, so it's there's Shane. Who's that behind you? Is that Webley? Webley, yeah. So where is he? 13th. He had a bad race as well. So yeah, for him to stick in there, 13th place, it's still points. So, oh yeah, that last corner was there's a bit of a knack to it. You got to kind of oh, Heimo, okay. You got to kind of, how much traction do you run? 4. Okay. I think I was running 4 in the wet, 4 or 3. I know if the car was understeering there, I'd back it off. Just back off the traction 1 click and then put it back on. Oh yep, that was a good move. So you're nice enough for position, let him through, unlap himself, give him a flash for good measure. And there's Pete still trying to catch Lee. Lee's got a penalty. Well, it doesn't tell us how much at this point. Yeah, it was Lee that was understeering, yeah, really bad. There's George. Webley. Okay, Gunter's gone at that point. Well, look, I can't click on his name. Yep, there he goes. So that put me in 15th. Yeah, I think I ended up 16th. I finished at the bottom. I sat in the pits for a while. Oh, getting a bit sort of stretched out here now. We got a few laps to go. And was there anything exciting happened to any of you people watching that you want to see? See Pete slowly catching Lee. Crash with Hendo. What lap was that? Was that earlier on? I think we saw that. It's early in the race. Can have another look at it. So this is lap 34, so we'll come back. So it was part of this so it might have been there maybe. Just on this lap, I reckon. So that's on lap, oh yep, I think Hendo got turned around by Webley. Yep, and Shane started to come back here because we did the last 5 minutes. Okay, I'll step forward a bit. Let's go lap 45 of 54, so that's about 9 to go. So Maverick's still out front. Lucas second. So Mav's where is he on track? Oh yeah, into the tight left. So he's got a decent lead there, 9 seconds. Shane Farado in third, and nice little drift. Let's see if he does it again. Push that back end out. No. Here you are in fourth, so you're not far behind Shane at that point. Right there, in fact. Nate Bewley in fifth, Hendo in sixth, Firthy in seventh, so he must have pitted. Isaac eighth. Matt Clark 9th, and it looks like he's been passed by Mav or lapped. Pete Dawson 10th, George Goddard 11th, Brandon Webley 12th, Lee Perkins 13th, Jonathan Warren 14th, Ken Worcester 15th, and me 16th. Now, Isaac, yeah, he was. So Bewley's in 5th, Isaac was in 8th. Had Hendo and Firthy between them. Flashing the lights, trying to get into his head. Also need to look into a new LED flag Windows update stop from working. Oh, okay. I missed a whole lot of chat there. That's on Twitch. Oh, I see, right. Yep. Cool. Caught up. It's funny, like he's restreamed to stream both to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, and that's why I have the you've got those little logos there with the 6 and the 3 on the moment, just here, I think. That side. Yeah, up there. But the chat doesn't always. It's supposed to come through here into the main chat from Restream, so it's supposed to include both, but doesn't always come through. So. Finished 8th. So Firthy was there. The S's. Oh, you're not far behind him actually. Like say 7.5 seconds, but Webley was spraying, and Blue Flag was compromising my run to Faro. Was flashing. Ah, I see. Right. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, of course, that's Webley. Sorry, I just saw a Mustang and I thought that was Shane. Gotcha. No wonder you were flashing. Yeah, well, there's a bit of a dry line forming. You can see it. The darker line there. I mean, not dry, obviously, but definitely less water, more grip. So the moment you, on the slow course probably not so much, but those faster corners, get offline, just a bit more aquaplaning, and 60-minute race next week. Does it have a pit? Yeah, we have a compulsory pit, but it's, hang on, let me tell you. Sprint, because the sprint rounds have a slightly different pit to the, rules. News. I'm sure it's pinned in one of these. Sprint round, compulsory pit stop for fuel only. So basically splash and dash. Take a litre and run. That's all you need. Early on when the dry line formed, he drove around the wet to cool the tyres and it spat him out. Ah, bugger. Right. Yeah, so all our races have a compulsory pit stop. Just so the short ones just fuel, the longer ones tyres and fuel. So Lee Perkins and Webley both carrying penalties at that point. And Webley looks like he's got past Shane, and then Tony's trying to round him up. So this is 4th position. Tony and Shane the Mustang just ahead, whereas the other Mustang ahead of those two is a lap down. And in what position? 12th. I think everyone else is fairly much spaced out. This is the closest battle on track at this point in time. What's the J stand for in J Blood, Tony? Cool. OM, Mr. Matchy. It is Matchy, isn't it? Actually, say it Matchy or Mackie? But make sure you give old man Matchy here a follow too. He's been feeding my setups this season. She, not Key. Cool. Gotcha. Always good to ask, and instead of pronouncing someone's name wrong. Although, call you old, you look way younger than I am, that's for sure. Getting closer, Tony. What's the gap now? It's only, it's under a second. J-Blood's a company in Japan that makes body kits and accessories. Ah, okay, did not know that. 86 Corollas, nice. Well, inside Twitch joke that the next wave of Twitch streamers are young enough to be my kids. Ah, right, gotcha. So, probably young enough to be my grandkids, I guess. It's probably the next way to say it. Actually, yeah. Yep, alright, fair enough, Tony. Just curious, I didn't know what it was, so. Cool. You got about 5 laps to run. 2, 3, 4 laps. Come around to finish this one, then 4 to go. Ah, cool. Well, you got a what's the motor they have in those things? We used to pull them and put them in escorts. Fuck, what do they call them? I'm sure you'll come up with it. A particular Toyota motor. They're just really fast. Great little engine. There you go. Take time to find out about our sponsors. Thanks to our sponsors. Hendo, Crosscut Woodworks, True to Life Racing, Crossy43, that's me, and Simblacks. We appreciate it. They appreciate it. Keeps everything oiled and running, and allows us to give back to our racers. The 4AG, that's the one. Yeah. Yep. It's a beast of an engine. Come on, Tony, you can get him. Is that Bewley just sort of sitting there behind too? He's not too far behind. 4 seconds. I don't know if Shane was struggling at all. Let's have a look at his wheel work. Got open throttles, intake. Oh yeah, yep. Nice. Oh, drifting all the way out of there. That was quite impressive. You can see the wheel there. And the thing, it's just like as soon as you're on the throttle, you got to correct steering correction straight away. I guess these things have quite a long wheelbase. A bit more stability maybe under acceleration. It would make sense, but once you get to the point of the right way, just open it up. It's hard to get past this thing. Well, look at the gap there. So McLaren was quick on the corners, these twisty turns. Man, I kept missing my brake point for that corner and kept running wide. It was frustrating as anything. Watching from work with about and Coke. Bourbon and Coke, I'm guessing that means. Waiting for the dishwasher to finish up. Nice. Are you working in a bar, George? Or a restaurant or something? Bourbon, yeah. Good man. Have a good bourbon. Okay, I'll do a quick run through again. So, pretty close there. Ooh. George can't spell. Mav's still out first. Lucas the second. Shane in third with Tony right behind him. This is where the action is at the moment. Bewley fourth. Hendo fifth. Firthy in sixth. Ichikawa, Mr. Isaac in eighth. Matt Clark ninth. Pete Dawson 10th, George Bourbon Goddard in 11th. Brandon Webley 12th. Lee Perkins 13th. Jonathan Warren 14th. Ken Worcester 15th. And me in 16th. Let's get back to this battle. Oh, you're a chef. Ah, right. Okay. So you and Harrison will be able to trade notes then. He's a chef as well. You probably know that by now. Cool, cool. That must be a fairly high pressure job at times, I imagine. If you've got a big crew to cook for. So do you work in a restaurant though, or do you work for a catering company, or what sort of chef? What do you do? My extent of chefing is I cook steak on the barbecue tonight. Sounds like Emily's home. Right, 52, 2 laps to go. Be awesome if they released the new version with the banking, like the higher bankings. The new Formula 1 layout. Here we go, up inside. Won't get it done because Wibbly's Shane's got the run and the inside and the power. George got idea, bro. I was wondering where you went. Oh well, seeing Watkins. Were you guys not running at Laguna? Are you going to be here, Isaac? Or are you going to be away? I'll probably be the only person on the grid who's actually raced at Laguna Seca in real life. Not that it will help me. Probably still come last. Well, I won't come last, but I'm going to try and aim for top 10. Working in a restaurant, open 7 days a week, 5 nights. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. Wow, okay. Holy shit. So when do you actually have days off? Doesn't sound like you do. Or you just rostered. Yeah, you're right on him, man. That's you make him think. That's for sure. Make him work for that 3rd place. Bugger. Like you say, I'm in New York, unfortunately. There's got to be like someone's got to invent like a portable sim rig that you can take overseas on a plane. You just pack it in your suitcase, whatever. Get your gaming. There you go. We missed the finish. I'll just go back a bit then and click through. So Maverick takes the win. Good to see him back. And then throws it to the wall. Lucas second. Good job. And here's Shane and Tony. Raced there in 2001. I'll show you some photos in a sec. The World Superkart Challenge. Raced against Eddie Lawson and Wayne Rainey, old MotoGP riders that used to race the 2-stroke 500s. Ping would be an issue. Yeah, you'd have to get decent Wi-Fi, I imagine. Right, so there's the run of the flag. Good race, Tony. Nate in 4th. Yep. Hendo come around for 5th. Bit of a slide on the last lap. Nice job, Hendo. And then it was Firthy in 6th. Superkarts I raced in. I'll show you a picture in a minute.
Was that the race meet we used and said to Mum, oh, I should probably get married,
No.
No?
No, that was after that.
Different.
Yeah, we were already married at that point. Ichikawa, Isaac. Mr. Isaac Ichikawa at 7th. Well done, mate. Matt Clark 8th. And we were all lapped at this point, so we'd finished Pete Dawson 9th. George in 10th. Lee Perkins 12th.
Bedtime, come on.
Was 11th maybe? Not sure who left there. John Warren, Ken Worcester, and myself. Might have been Webley that left actually. So that was round 8. No, 250s, but 2-stroke, yeah. And I'll see if I can dig a photo up. Probably got to go on Facebook and I'll dig a photo up. I'll show you what I used to race. Photos, albums, racing stuff. Here we go. Righto. So these things. Probably not a good photo. So that was 2001 Australian Champs. I got second at that meeting. That was Wakefield Park. There you go. That's the corkscrew. So that's me. Yeah. And then that was Phillip Island. So I won. That's me in the red cart, red and blue on the left there, on pole. So I won the Victorian Championship, set a new lap record at Phillip Island in that class. These are 125, so it's a smaller supercar class. So that's me on the left there, number 43. That was at Lakeside. It's a shit photo. So I raced a bit of motocross as well, but not on that bike. That was, yeah, here you go. That was when I was younger. Bit of motocross. This is Lakeside, so that's me on the right, number 61, like the tail in these two. So this guy in first, John Pelicano, he built the karts we're racing, and we leased one off him. This guy in second, his name's Chris Staff. He was a gun. At Lakeside Raceway, average speed for us around here, average, was 170 kilometres per hour. So it was pretty sick. And yeah, that's me on the left there, number 61. That was 98, so that was, yeah, quite a way long ago. This guy, as a mate of mine had this Cobra, let me do a handful of laps around Hampton Downs, and it was a beast. Had a 454 in it. That's Wakefield. Yep, Wakefield Park. Yeah, so that's the kind of racing where we come from. But no, that's a good photo actually, because I like that. It shows that they're quite a lot bigger than a normal go-kart. Like you're lying down on them. Okay, your feet are here. You've got that extended front. Your head's there, but you basically the whole cart there is as high as my knee. They're really low to the ground. Shane W. No, because I didn't race in New Zealand. I used to fly and race in Australia. I did a little bit of karting in New Zealand in between meetings, but was mainly that was Willowbank, Queensland Raceway. So I got fourth that round, fourth at Wakefield. This was the last kart, not the last one I owned, but this one I snapped an axle and ended up sending it to the barriers at Hampton Downs backwards at about 100 and would have been about 190 kilometres per hour, I think. And you'll see what it looked like after that.
That was around that corner.
It looked like that. Smashed it. So that engine was a TZ 250 Grand Prix bike engine. Had the GP bike. So I had about, there's a few different manufacturers. So Yamaha. Most of the karts now are running dedicated rotary valve engines. So made by like FPE or PVP. Mainly European based. And then the last kart I had, let's see if I can find it. It looked really good, but it just didn't handle. It was a bit of a pig on track. Big yellow beast, hang on. These are mates of mine. There, that one there.
That was the bike.
So it looked good, had all the body work, but it just handled like a pig on track. So
That's what was orange.
sold that and bought a bike. Got out of it. So that's where I come from race wise. So no, I'd get like that engine I ran pretty rich, the oil mix. So I got probably about 4 or 5 meetings out of that one before I had to redo the top end. I had it for engine. I had for probably about 5 years. And I didn't touch the bottom end at all. Had it checked, but it was sweet as. So I was just running it safe. It was it's only had about 80 to 84 horsepower, but the new ones have got like 100 up to 100 horsepower. So, and they only weigh 225 kilogram. So it's a good power to weight ratio. It's quite, when you see how quick they are, it's quite impressive. Anyway, I'll just give a quick shout out to sponsors before we go. So again, we're going to give this away to one lucky driver in a couple of weeks. So there's only two rounds to go, Laguna Seca and Watkins Glen. So someone's going to win that, and also thanks to Simblacks for that, and also Hendo and Crosscut Woodworks for our Prezi card vouchers that we give away each week. So yeah, so that's pretty much the end of tonight's stream. Our winners are the $50 vouchers so far: Mark Turbot, Hendo, Tony Spence, Ken Benley, Maddie, Chris McConnell, and Jonathan Warren. So once you win it, we take your name out. You win it. You only get to win the $50 voucher once per season. So yeah, we'll still go. There's a few more. So I had morning coffee with Adrian Kramer. So he's keen to come as well. I'm sure Pete will be keen. There'll be, and you're welcome to big friends. It doesn't have to be limited to just us. So if you got, a friend or brother or family member or whatever wanted to come, then by all means, they're welcome. I've never been to Highlands, no. I think Ruapuna was one track I'd always wanted to race it, but never got the chance. I haven't done any South Island tracks. I've been to Blenheim kart track once, but I didn't race. I was helping out a friend. So no, might have to do that one year. Come down, watch some GT3s down South Island, I reckon. Do a bit of a trek, hang out for the weekend. I've got family in Christchurch, Hamner Springs, and Motueka. Alexandra. Oh, okay. Wow. I don't really know where Highlands is, actually. It's quite a fair way south, isn't it? Let me get my Google Maps up. Let's have a look. Highlands. There it is, quite a complex. Deep South. Okay, so that's there. Where's Alexandra? Oh yeah, okay, you're not far from it actually. How long does it take you to drive there? What, half an hour? Cromwell. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you're not far from it. I don't think it was like, it's one of the lakes. So, I've been to Queenstown, and I met, because I've got a cousin that lives in, where she lives? No, she lives in Wanaka. So we met her in Cardrona at the pub. So we drove halfway each. I didn't realise Highlands was right there, otherwise I would have gone for a drive. So I was basically in Queenstown for a gig. Right, so that's the complex. That's the kart track. Looks pretty cool. Pretty full on, actually. So these would be hire karts, I imagine, because that's quite a funny... It wouldn't be a race layout. I don't think a kart club would could be wrong. Don't know. They've got a mini putt by the look. Kart track. Speedway. Look at the speedway. You got like a real tight corner, and then it opens up and a big bank or a big sweeper. That's crazy. And a mini Bathurst. I just noticed. Hang on. That is a map of Bathurst. They're right there. So I wonder if that's for. I wonder if that's for kids. Ride their bikes or something. That's cool. Cromwell Speedway. So where's Cromwell from here? Oh, that's Cromwell Gorge. That is Cromwell. Okay, I see. I'm not familiar with this part of New Zealand. What an awesome place. That would be quite a nice place to live, I imagine. Cool. I'll show you where we are. About up here somewhere. Just west of Hamilton. That's where the server's based in New Zealand. So Auckland up here, it's where some of you boys are at the moment. And we're further down. And then we've got Hampton Downs here. Yeah, I'll snap my axle going down this back straight here, so hit the braking mark probably around there, because you hit the brakes and you throw it down a gear as you go in, then another gear, so you hit them hard but short. Axle snapped, and then I caught the end of that barrier backwards and then ended up on the track here somewhere. So that was a bit scary, that one. There's a go-kart track. I found out you can hold the throttle flat all the way around this, except for this corner here as you come around there. Oh, yep, they do here too, actually. It's the same. So it's Tony Quinn runs both tracks, I think, so it'll be the same kind of setup. Oh, look, that prick's got a motocross track in his backyard. You bastard. Jealous. Then we used to have Pukekohe, that's gone. Pokeno. I think Pete Dawson lives in Pokeno. That was Pukekohe Raceway over here. That's now just a horse racing. Then we've got Taupo, the V8s are, which will be around here, I think. There. That's a cool track. I've raced on the old layout, which used to be like that. Yeah. Oh, gonna make me put my wheel on push to talk. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, mate. Go Shark.
Yeah, how are you? How are you, Nick?
Thought I'd come and say hey, mate. It's a bit lonely in here.
Oh no, talking on. We've got plenty chatting online, a few of the boys. So
Good.
Tony, Isaac, having a bit of a chat. Yeah, we're just looking at some of the tracks around the country and talking about possibly doing a trek down to Cromwell, South Island, watch some GT3s at some point.
Sweet.
Now we've got Manfield Raceway here somewhere. Where's Fielding? There, Fielding. So I've raced here as well. Yeah, there it is.
Definitely not Australia. Everything's too green.
Yep, for sure. I'll just share it for you in Discord so you can see it without delay. Yeah, so raced that one. I've basically done that, Taupo and Hampton Downs. I haven't raced Pukekohe because they wouldn't let us race supercarts on it. And then we've got just outside Christchurch we have Ruapuna. Just by the airport somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Searching, looking. Right there it is. So New Zealand's still got some cool tracks. They haven't been bulldozed off or outbuilt yet, like Oran Park and a few others in Australia. But that looks like a cool track. There's a few down there. Got Levels, I think Teretonga, and then Cromwell, Highlands Motorsport Park. Yeah. Yeah, there is a track, not in Levin, Tony, but close enough, yeah. What is that? What is it? It looks like a massive, like, motocross, but It looks too big for motocross. Almost looks like a dirt car track. No, it'll be motocross. It must be. Yep.
Can't see too many jumps or anything.
No, it looks like
Onto it.
it's pretty flat. It looks like a sand-based track. But mind you, the sun. I don't know. Sometimes the sun doesn't show there if it's at the wrong angle.
Yeah, true. Then there's like a real small one.
Yeah, it might be
So
flat
is that
track.
just an extension?
Pretty cool. Anyway. Where we're from, though. But our home track, actually, first track of the race one was Amaroo, but it's gone now. So that was at Annandale, which is kind of out from Rouse Hill. Used to head out, yeah, Annangrove there, and you can still kind of see where it was. How far along was it? Annangrove Road there.
You reckon like a lot of these older tracks and stuff were a lot more accessible back in the day just because of the like more relaxed safety standards and just come and drive your car around kind of scenario? Or
Yeah, maybe. I think like places like say Amaroo, you can see how many houses are there now. It's all quite
just
built
developed?
up. These are all lifestyle blocks now. Whereas back then it was country. Amaroo, what is that? That's not what I'm looking at. That's not what I want. Australian Capital Territory. I didn't know there was an Amaroo in ACT. Here we go. Amaroo Park Drive. That's gonna find it. Yeah, that's it there. It's like you can't really see the track now, but like that's the lake. The track pits were here. So you come around, that was like stop go corners, a cliff there, and if your brakes failed, you're fucked. It was just like head on in. But along past the lake, sweeper, up the hill, into a bend, up over the hill, big sweep around the top, around Honda corner, tight left, and then back round. But
Oh, that's crazy. So it still follows the same sort of those lifestyle blocks.
Yeah.
Follow the same contour of the track.
well, Amaroo Park Drive here was probably the original part of the original track because it went up like that and it turned left at the top of the hill, like it does right there.
Yeah.
And then it went into a big sort of sweeping right. So that's probably still part of the original straight there, all on the same place. Yeah, that's cool. And that's gone now. And then Oran Park, south of Sydney, in Campbelltown. Narellan it was. Now it's just a massive big complex. Where is it? Do an oval? Yeah, Oran Park here. So you don't even recognise it now. Nothing's. Yeah, that's a shame. That was such a cool track. Now it's confined to iRacing. Anyway, I did laps around Terratonga in an old Triumph Dolomite. Oh, nice. Terratonga looks like a cool track too. It's quite tight, tricky. I like a lot of the New Zealand tracks are. Like the original Taupo was short, like really short. It was only like 42 seconds a lap or something, but it was really technical. You had to really think what you're doing. They had fast corners, a sweeper, S's, a hairpin. It was quite cool. Anyway, going to wrap that up, I think. 50% off only this Black Friday, so I think that's that's nothing. Right, so we haven't got updated points as yet, but we will get them out in the news and Discord. So if you're not in the Discord yet, use the QR code on the far side of the screen and you'll find your way in. Otherwise, we've got Laguna Seca Monday night. Only 60 minutes, so it's a sprint race, and that'll be good fun. So we go, 2 events to go, and we're just about there. So, cheers for joining in. We'll catch you on Monday. See you later.